So I want y'all to listen to Van Jones, what he's about to say about Trump. Everything he's about to say is 1000% true. All right. He didn't start crying, but this dude was spitting facts. Check this out, y'all. Let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. And thank you again for pulling up, guys. Y'all are so dope. Hit that like button if you haven't already.
How the hell did Donald Trump figure out the mainstream media is the fringe and the fringe is now the mainstream? How the hell did Donald Trump figure out? I mean, Joe Rogan is obvious, right? Like, we knew the guy had a big audience. It's not like we were like stunned, but like, how the hell was he, the 78-year-old guy who doesn't even have a computer and still like writes handwritten notes? How did he become the guy who cracked the code on, to your point, running a cultural, I don't even want to say campaign, running
it was a movement. Look,
heading a cultural movement versus a campaign.
Every one of your people knows Elon. Listen. Yeah. So everybody keeps, I mean, the problem is you have a framework in your mind that how can Donald Trump? Guys, can we cut it out? Donald Trump is not an idiot. Donald Trump, let me just be very clear. Donald Trump is smarter than me, you, and all critics. You know why we know? Because he has the White House, the Senate, the House.
Totally agree.
The popular vote. He has a massive media ecosystem bigger than the mainstream built around him and for him, and a religious fervor in a political movement around him. And his best buddy is the richest person in the history of the world, and the most relevant Kennedy is with him. This dude is a phenomenon. He is the most powerful human on earth and in our lifetime, and we're still saying, well, how was this guy? We look like idiots to ordinary.
You're totally right.
I wanted y'all to understand this. He said Donald Trump is smarter than all of us. He got the White House. He got the House. I mean, he got the Senate, the House. He got the popular vote. He got this, that, and the other. Something that he left out. Van Jones, I love what you just now said, but Van Jones, you left something out, brother. It's not about Donald Trump being him having the most powerful friend in the world, which is Elon Musk. All of that stuff is cool. All of that stuff is cool. Something that he should have mentioned was Donald Trump is a phenomenal father. Donald Trump is a forever student. Donald Trump pays attention. He looks at the scope of the land. He reads the room. When he go and meet with other leaders and dignitaries of other nations, he know how to address them. He know how to shake their hands. He know how to kiss them on both sides of their cheek. He know how to approach them. You can know the value of a man by looking at the fruit that they bear. When you look at his children, they tell you how sharp Trump is. We have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach. It's not about the amount of money that he made. It's not about the businesses that he run. But that right there should be considered too. Everything that he's doing is pristine. And he's saying he's 70, 80 years old. He's almost 80 years old. How does he know how to go through the internet and do all these things and make a cultural movement? How's he able to make a cultural movement? It's because he leads by example. It's because he's consistent. It's because the same things he say today, he's been saying when he was in his 20s and 30s, when he was appearing on Oprah Winfrey. Y'all remember that? When he was appearing on The View as a young businessman, he was saying the exact same things that he says today. Consistency matters. Hard work matters. And the fact that he can teach his children and get them disciplined enough to run the business while he's not even doing it, that means the world, bro. Yes, he was handed a bit of wealth in the beginning, but how many people are handed something and they just wash it away because they don't know what to do with it? This dude has more than tripled and quadrupled what was handed to him, what was put in place. He didn't take it lightly. And he put that same work ethic in his children. He didn't just hand them an empire. He said, as soon as you're able to come to work and learn the business, you're going to be out there learning from the ground up. You're going to learn what the electricians do. You're going to learn what the carpenters do. You're going to learn what the plumbers do. You're going to learn the real estate part of business. You're going to learn every single part of business. This comes from his children's mouths. They told us this. Everything that him and all of his children had to do, Barron is about to do right now. He's taking them everywhere he go to see. This is how you handle these gentlemen. This is how you speak to them. This is how you will and deal. Only a man, or I'm sorry, women can do this too. Only somebody who is serious about their children's upbringing will put that and instill that in them. That's what's more impressive to me. So it blows my mind how the left and a whole lot of people that want to take him down, a lot of the people, the Republicans too, they wanted to jump on the gravy train. They thought that he could never win again. Oh man, we got all these court cases against him. Letitia James is trying to take all of his money. All of these women got these made up stories that he did this to me and he did that. He could never win again. So obviously everybody that was working with him before jumping ship, thinking that they'll never have to face the music again. They didn't know that this brother, that some people will be able to see the truth in him. They didn't know that an Elon Musk will be like, no, hear this guy out. Let's hear this guy out. No, stop trying to shut him up. Usually if somebody is trying so hard to shut somebody up, it's obviously something that they're about to say that we need to hear what he has to say. So he got those business, those partnerships and those relationships by simply being who he was. That's it. He never slowed down his hustle. Kamala was what, 10 years younger than him? 12 years younger than him or something like that? This dude outworked her by 3 or 4 times when they was running for the White House. He was still doing, he did a 3-hour interview with Joe Rogan and then still ran to do his rally in a whole different state. He goes hard for what he believes. Pause. That's something that they need to acknowledge, but they won't because it doesn't serve them to say that he's intelligent. It serves them to say that he's stupid. It serves them to say that he's the worst. It serves them to say that he's out of touch, to say that he don't like women. What? He only surrounds himself around stupid women that he can tell what to do. There's no strong, beautiful, intelligent women around Trump. How did that do for Mark? What's his name? That's the owner of the Mavericks. How did that do for him? Not so well, did it? The truth is just right there if you open your damn eyes. So everything Van Jones just now said, 1000% spot on, but he left out a whole bunch of real truths, the real things, the fact that he put God first, the fact that he put this country first. That's what a president is supposed to do. I do realize that we have to have these relationships with these other nations because it's not just about us. But the president of this country is supposed to put this country and us, the American citizens, before anybody else. That's how it's supposed to be. That right there is something that Van Jones left out. He left out a lot of things. Y'all let me know what else he left out in the comments.